So cool mornings lead to warm days that transition back into cold nights. But you no longer are just thinking about you being on the job site. Now you need to figure out how to transition from day workwear to the evenings experiences. We're going to talk about that today on Style Speak. What's up, all you good fellow fly guys? You know who it is, the cat in the hat, your resident fly guy, your chief architect, Michael Andrew of StyleArchitects.com, here to help you redesign your frame of mind when it comes to the styling thing. And it's Friday. Yo, I hope that you guys been showing up this week in style, but if you haven't, if you've been having some issues, if you've been having some challenges, that's exactly why I'm here, to ensure that you are dressing yourself with the best of yourself. Now, today, we are going to be talking about what to think about when you are transitioning from day into evening. And the reason why I wanted to make sure that you're thinking about this is because, again, as you know, I lived in New York, and what would happen a lot of times is you weren't going back home on a Friday night. If it was especially a jumping Friday night where there was events upon events, or friends were having house parties, or there was going to be something going on in different spaces, you really just didn't have the time to hop on a train, take 20 minutes to get up to your house and change and then step back out. Now some people did, but honestly it just ended up being a waste of time. And a lot of times, as I had been in New York for a few years, if I went home, I was probably going to stay home. And the same is true even now. If I am stepping out and I'm already out for the day, I have to consider how long I'm going to be out, because once I get back home, generally speaking, I'm going to lay on my couch, I'm going to open up my computer, do some work, and catch up on my Netflix. So it's not really going to be the best move for me to go home. And that's a situation for a lot of guys. Now, if you are in a space or you have a car, then you can definitely throw some of your items in the car, so it makes it a little bit easier. But if you don't have a car, or you are in a space like New York where there is public transit and you don't necessarily take a car, you want to start thinking about transitioning from day to night. So here's the scenario. You have to go to work, and you work at a fairly business casual type of space, and right after that you have an early date, cocktails, and maybe dinner. And then later on into the evening, you are going to be attending a friend's party. And let's say it's at a lounge or just someplace kind of cool and relaxed. Now, if you are at work, if I had this look on, I'm definitely going to be business casual, so it's not going to be anything extra. But I may throw on a blazer in the car. Now, once I get off work, I can keep this whole look on and then add my blazer to the look to step out and just show a little bit of reverence for the young lady that I'm stepping out with. Now fellas, if you don't like blazers, it may just be a standard jacket, or maybe a field jacket. It could be, just some different outerwear, or may even be like a shawl collared cardigan. That's not a bad look either. And once you step out, I would keep my jacket on, because I'm thinking if it gets cool that evening, she may get a little cold, and I can take off my jacket or whatever covering I'm wearing and throw it over her shoulders to show that, I got some social intelligence. And right after that, I may walk her to her car, give her a little kiss on the cheek and tell her I'm going to call her tomorrow, and then make my way to the next space. Now, the next space may be a little bit more dressed up or a little bit more dressed down. Now, depending on that situation, I may take off my sweater vest and just have on my turtleneck and my blazer. That's something that's going to be a little bit more refined, a little bit more sophisticated. Or I may leave on the sweater vest and take off the jacket so that it's a little bit more dressed down. Or third, if it's going to be a hotter venue, I may take off the turtleneck, have on an undershirt for that may be a V-neck, and then throw on my jacket so that it looks a little bit more contemporary. So even in this space, in three different situations, with only three pieces, turtleneck, my sweater vest, and my jacket, I've already shown you three different types of looks. Now, by the way, I know you're probably gonna be thinking like you just walking around with no pants on. Nasty, nasty. No, I may have on some jeans. You could have on khakis. You could have on cords, whatever. Your jeans or your pants are probably going to remain the same as well as your shoes are. So that would just be something that you would have to consider. But I just wanted to show you that when it comes to the transitions, you want it to be very, very seamless, because even in those spaces, if you don't have a car, you may have a briefcase or some type of bag that you're carrying with you, and it's very easy for you to fold something up, slide it in there, and coat check it, or just put it, off to the side behind the bar, or whatever situation works for you, and not have to worry about holding on or carrying all these different types of items. And when it comes to transitions, especially when it comes from day to night, those are things that you want to think about: seamlessness, ease, and reflection of who you are and what you're looking to represent. And if you do those different types of things, I can almost guarantee you that you're going to start seeing some different looks that you can wear even outside of these situations, and it will add to your sartorial repertoire. So that Swiss Army knife of style you can start pulling out, and it will make you more confident when you are stepping out and transitioning from work to casual and social encounters. So that's it. Just want you to try that on, see how it fits you. If you found this information beneficial, leave me some comments in the comment box about some of your transitional wear, or how you would have transitioned the look from day to night. Love to hear about it. And anybody who's new, I'm sure would enjoy that information as well. Don't forget, we are here every Monday through Saturday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, here to ensure that you are redesigning your frame of mind when it comes to the styling thing. And lastly, don't forget that dress is nothing more than the reflection of a man's state of mind, so you should always dress to express. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.